Hi Ellen. I wanted to make this video for you just to kind of really tell you how much your show and everything that you guys do really means to me. So in order for this to kind of make sense, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me first, and then I'll tell you why I watch your show every single day and why it means so much to me. So yeah, my name's Annie. I'm from Bournemouth, which is like right at the bottom of Dorset, England, if that makes sense. I live on my own with my son, who's 1.5 now, and he's so active you wouldn't even believe it, but he's like the love of my life. And I'm a single parent, his dad isn't in the picture at all, so it kind of all comes down to me, which is good and bad, like everything is. It's kind of, everything's kind of double-sided, I guess. But I love him so much, and I just want to be the best mum that I can be for him. So I go to work so that we can have enough money to kind of live off, and then I can get him everything that he needs. And I also go to uni so that I can kind of make something of myself. And I'm studying an English literature degree at the moment. And it's also kind of me because it's always been my dream to get a degree. So it's like important for me not to give that up, I suppose. And then when I'm not doing those things, I'm obviously running around after my 1.5-year-old son, who's never ever stops until he goes to sleep at night. What makes all of that really hard though is that I've got clinical depression. I've suffered from depression for most of my life. The first time I remember it, I was 7 years old, and then the first time I was suicidal, I was 8. So obviously I'm 20 now, and it's more than half of my life I've been dealing with that. I was hospitalised when I was 15, and it's just kind of, in a way, defined me, because I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't been through what I've been. And I don't think I give it up necessarily because I don't want to be someone else, and I like the understanding that it gives me, but it's kind of crushing the weight of it. And I always want to stand up and kind of speak out about it, because there's so much stigma about mental illness, and it's kind of makes it really difficult to get treatment or get help when you need it and ask for help, because so many people kind of look at you and they think it's your fault or they judge you for it. And I kind of, I organised a protest about it because in London like a few years ago, because it's so important to me that people kind of realise that it's a disease. It's not just something random that people have in their lives, or a mood swing, or like having a bad day. Like, it's a disease that lasts for years, and it doesn't go away without treatment, and people have to take medication for it, and it doesn't make them weak. It's just something that's part of you. And I mean, with clinical depression, it's a chemical thing most of the time, and obviously things outside will trigger it, but it's in you. It's not something you can just get rid of. You can't just be happy. But because of that, sometimes it's just really difficult for me to get through the day, and there will be times when, like, if I'm having a really bad day, I just can't even figure out how to get out of bed in the morning, but I have to, because I've got Noah and I'm the only person who's there for him, so I have to give him his breakfast and take him out and make sure that he has everything that he needs. So I guess, like, sometimes I'm just so anxious and I can't stop worrying about things, where it's whether Noah's happy, or whether we're going to be okay, or where I'm going to get money for books from, or money to, like, buy electricity so we can live, and, like, make sure that Noah has all the extra things that he needs. And there's just always something to worry about, I think, which is true for everyone. But sometimes I just find it really difficult to turn those thoughts off. And with Noah running around and being so active, and if I'm having a bad day and I'm struggling a lot, he doesn't stop. It's not like you can say to him, oh, I'm just having a really bad day, you need to calm down a bit, because he's one, he doesn't understand. So when I'm having a day like that, what I kind of hold on to is that there will be an hour in that day where I can sit down and I can watch Ellen. And Noah loves Ellen too. He loves your show, and he'll like stand there and dance along with you, and like wave to you and all sorts. And I'm gonna try and include a video of him doing that for this, if I can, because he just thinks it's great, and he loves music as well. All of my family do, and so when you guys are dancing, or like when you've got artists on, he's always dancing along with it. But even if he's in a really bad mood, sometimes I'll just switch Ellen on and he'll be okay, because he will watch the show, and then I'll watch the show, and sometimes we'll cuddle up on the couch, or he'll dance and I'll just sit back. And it's that 1 hour in the day where I can have a bit of a break, and I can sit back and not worry about anything, and not have to think about things or worry about the future, and I can just watch your show. And that, I can't really explain with words how much that means to me, because I don't know what I'd do without it. It's a huge part of my life. There are days where all I want to do is die, and just, it sounds crazy, but for 40 minutes when I'm watching Ellen, I can forget about it and just be. And so I just want to thank you guys for what you do. And it also means a lot to me, because it kind of helps me remember to have faith in people. And I see what you guys do, and how much you want to help people, and just how much you want to kind of spread the love and make people happy. And that's what I'm all about as well. I think like if everyone did something for each other, then the world would be a better place. And so I want to thank you guys for spreading that message, because I think it's really, really valuable. So yeah, thank you so much for doing what you do, and keep doing it, and I will keep watching. And Noah thanks you as well, but he's in bed at the moment, so I can't get him on. And yeah. Oh, and you need to come to England so I can go see one of your shows. So do like a British special or something. We've got loads of space. You can come to my apartment. We can probably cram like 50 people in. It will be great. So yeah. Bye bye.